What is up? Good morning. Good morning, you crypto addicts, you crypto slackers, you crypto slackers trying to get rich for free, trying to get rich on the easy ride, huh? What's up? What's up, crypto slackers? Showtime. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. That's right. Oh man, you guys lucked out. You guys lucked out. We got a whole edit. We did a whole nice camera edit. Did you notice that was the nice camera? It was the noise camera edit. Hey, what's up? What's up? It's Sunday. It's Sunday. There's no breaking news, you think, but there's news. There's breaking news, okay? It's real important. Breaking news! Wrong hotkey. Wrong hotkey. I know. Breaking news. Try two. That's right. Pew pew. That's right. My name's Todd. Todd Poklabar. Hoof. We are doing the news. Crypto news. Video or not? I don't even know what you're asking about. I feel like I jumped into the comments too late. Let's go back. What's happening in the comments, guys? What's happening? Whoa. Cheers. Good morning. Cheers. Good morning. Let's go see the comments. The comments. Let's say hey to the fam. Say hey to the room. Sai Krishna. Richard Lopez. JD. Chelfire. Montas Vitkus. What's up? Wanya, Gary, Tom, Winross, Jeff, Ched, Said, JD, Gary Brown, Jack Levy, Moose. What is up? Oh man, Jack Levy, Tom Smith, Jared. What's up, Jared? Roger K, Cryptical Thinker, Kig, XRP Thouso, PJB. What's up? Bear Bull Bob, Bear Bull Guy, Andreas, Terry, Patrick, Sunny Singh, Cheryl House, Sunny Singh, what's up? Cheryl House, what's up? Kenny Williams, Corey Ziegelman, Crypto Time, Myron, what's going on, Kickboy? Man, what's up, fam? Leonardo, Noel, XRP Populous, Ran Lex, Junkies, Mentis, Meowgi. What's up, guys? XRP Rich Kid. How are we feeling? How are you? Did you guys check out the public service announcement? I don't know who that guy is, but he made a public service announcement. I know who that was. It was me. It was me. So, what's happening? Gibby, Gary, Jack. What up? All right, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Smash the like button. That's right. Smash the likey button. That's right. No, we haven't started yet. This is the part where this is me. This is the real me saying, hey, good morning. How are you? What's happening? Let's connect eye to eye. You can see me. I can see you. Chat time's over. Now it's blue blocker time. Boom. That's right. Don't worry. It's still me. What up, KFN? What's up, Eric? What's up, Sean? Kevin? What's going on, fam? Ahmed? What's going on? King Blue? What's up? Everybody's on this XRP train now, huh? XRP is like the new popular kid in school. Everybody's like, well, if anything in crypto is going to work out, it's going to be XRP. I'm sure glad I'm part of the XRP fan. Like, everybody's like, let me on your ship. Hey, we're room for one more over there. Yeah, there's room for more. Go ahead. Everybody climb on. Everybody climb on board. Come on. Let's do it. XRP fam, go. Boom, boom. Yes, exactly. Guys, there's plenty of room for everyone. Hey, Andreas, thank you, sir. Bling.
To support your addiction, grinning face with big eyes.
Thank you so much. The addiction's real. It's tough. It's tough. What's up, XRP Grind? XRP Grind says, enjoy the weekend. Thank you, Andreas. I appreciate the support. The addiction's real. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm trying to do more edits like that, so we'll probably have more of that coming out. Smash the like button, please, and thank you, of course. Yes, so everyone's into XRP now. Everyone's all about that ZERP life. The ZERPs. You want some ZERPs, bro? I got you some ZERPs. I'll trade you my dog. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jack Levy, for the support. I hope everyone liked that video. I was thinking about making you guys watch it during the stream, and I was like, nah. You know what? We'll see what happens with that video. If that video doesn't get 10,000 views, then we're not doing another one of those. We're not doing another one of those if that doesn't get 10,000 views. So if you like it, go blow it up. If you like it, go share it to all your friends. Get it on Reddit or something. Every time I post things on Reddit, I don't even know how to post things in Reddit groups other than my own. If I post in any subreddit other than my own, they're like, no, that's not how you format this post. Done. And I'm like, no, the news. This guy's like, I don't even care. You didn't watch any. Hey, I love you too. No big deal. No homo. I love you too. What's going on with the news, you say? Well, there's some news that's real, like real news, and then there's a lot of not real news. So that's the news. The news is that the news is just regurgitated nonsense. That's what the news is. What was I looking at the other day? That's not the only news. I lied. There's some other news. I was just looking at this. The XRP search in Google, kind of not very exciting. Nothing really new. Stellar's running. Oh boy. People are talking about XRP adoption. Oh boy. Ethereum takes back number 2 spot. Oh boy. What's the real news though? The real news is that people that are smarter than I have decided that maybe there is not testing going on. That's what we were thinking about yesterday. Whenever I was pointing out, like, there's $4 billion in volume, but where is the volume? What exchanges are they in, right? That's the question. Everyone's like, well, they're just in one of the exchanges. We were thinking maybe they were in one of the exchanges that had an NDA and we can't see the data. Maybe it's a bank we can't see, one of the Japanese banks, et cetera, et cetera. Here's the deal. I'm not sure. No one's really sure, but I like this guy Galgatron on Twitter, and I was just on Twitter looking at this. It's pretty spot on. Oh, hey, thanks. Crypto Addiction, thank you so much. We're going to retweet this. I can relate to this as well. Retweet. We also just put up that Far Cry game again for you guys that wanted to win it, and we were talking about putting it up again, and I was like, yeah, you will get to see it and get a bonus. Here it is. Good luck to all. Far Cry 5 re-giveaway, etc., etc. If you want a bonus from watching the stream, then you can go and just say anything on this tweet right here that says this is not the giveaway tweet. Go comment on this tweet and go follow the instructions on the Far Cry 5 tweet, and then you can win Far Cry 5. You'll get a double entrance chance. Yeah, that's pretty much old news. Mike Novogratz talking about the money coming into crypto. That's definitely relevant, though. Thank you. You're right for dropping it. And the CNBC Fast Money talking about the money coming into crypto is also, kind of relevant still. I think that they are still, the narrative is not focused on XRP. The narrative is focused on BTC because that's the one that they're really using as a stepping stone right now until they highlight the inadequacies of that technology. What I was really thinking was funny is this. I tweeted this morning. Obviously, Justin's son really does like XRP, but I didn't know, so I made a funny suggestion. Does he really care, or is he just aligning with XRP because it's popular now? Seems like everybody's doing it. Honestly, he was one of the early employees of Ripple, which I didn't really know. I didn't actually know that. A Ripple employee from 2014, 2016. I don't know if I just missed that somewhere on the memo, or if that was just like something I just blindly didn't, see this or whatever. JD's dropping some content creators on YouTube can now accept XRP. That's what I'm saying is all those headlines aren't new news. That's so old. Coil's been live for so long, and Coil letting YouTubers sign into their account and accept XRP is such old news. The fact that that's the headline, it's not new news. That's not new. Do we want to look at the article and make sure that's what's happening? Because I'm pretty sure Coil's been up for a while, and that's what they're talking about. So yeah, all the alts are suffering other than the ones that we've been talking about. If you've noticed, Bitcoin dominance is down. The entire crypto market cap's up to 225 billion. Who's hit all the money that we've seen recently? XRP, Stellar, and Cardano. That's pretty much it. That's it. Everything else is the same price. Ethereum maybe had a little bit of that value, but not really. Bitcoin Cash, same price. So XRP, Stellar, and Cardano all hit all the money that we just saw leave BTC. So the BTC dominance swelled up like a pendulum swing, and it came back into the coins that actually work, that actually look good. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. Now, 225 billion crypto market cap and BTC dominance down. It's just another phase in the cycle. The reason that we're saying that maybe xRapid's not live at this point, at this moment, is because of Galgatron suggesting that the volume doesn't add up, like I was saying yesterday. Yesterday, we were talking about that. I was like, where's the volume? Does it add up? Can we see it? It's interesting to look at. So we're going to pull this up. I think he was retweeting back to DM. He was saying something to DM about, no, it's not live, because DM was like, soft launch, it happened, and Galgatron was like, no, it did not, because of this. And they went through this whole list, this whole conversation. So I'm trying to find this. We're gonna pull it up really quick for you guys. Did you guys see the twins? The twins do the 20K video? It's pretty funny. It's getting around. All right, so apparently DM made some statement about xRapid soft launch, and he says he's going to take it back. Take that statement back because Galgatron's saying it doesn't add up. The volume doesn't add up. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah. Yeah, overbought on the RSI. Justin Sun has a huge bag. That's what's going on. That's true. That's very, very true. UC Earth. That's cool. So I'm trying to find the rest of that thread too, with Galgatron going on. So do you think that if it's not xRapid that Ripple Labs should make a statement about that, or do you think that doesn't matter? They don't care. It's not a big deal. It's a swell either way. So here's the final nail in the coffin for those that are saying, now look, this is not, I'm saying XRP is amazing. We love it. It's beautiful. We have a lot of really great stuff going on with it. It's good stuff. We like this price. We like this movement, but it might not be the testing we think it is, right? It might not be the testing we think it is. What would that mean if it's not? He's looking at the figures here for the charts, showing that XRP ledger transactions don't match anywhere near market value, meaning xRapid is not responsible for market activity. So this is just what intelligent people are saying in the space. Okay. So what does that mean, guys? What does this mean? Tell me what you think is happening with this price movement. Is it speculative investments by people who finally realized XRP is amazing? Finally, someone was like, I found this guy on the interwebs. I found Kung Fu Nerd and DIA, Digital Asset Investor, and together those two southern crazy fools convinced me XRP's the jam, and then we took off, and then boom, this is where we are. That sounds legit. Honestly, I think that's possible. I think it's possible. There's a lot of people ready to make money in crypto, and it might be that pivot, that like tipping point where people were like, oh, wait, it might be a really good option. Oh, golly gosh, we should probably put some darn big piles of money in it. Darn big piles of money. I feel like all the news is being regurgitated right now is great. So I'm not trying to be a news hater. You know, like the news is great. I'm happy that they're talking about YouTubers accepting XRP. You know, I happen to think that Coil is one of the best projects ever. I think Coil could launch like their own platform, or someone could use or build a platform like Facebook-ish, Instagram-ish, YouTube setup, integrate Coil. I think that would be amazing. I would be there. I'd be there first. And I think Jungle's issues highlight, you know, the reason that we probably could all move that direction. So the countries that have regulatory clarity are buying. Yes, that's true. That's true. I've noticed that as well. XRP Rich Kids making a good point. Definitely the people that have more regulatory clarity, they definitely are more confident in making purchases and feeling safe to do so. Exactly right, my friend. Exactly right. So the news around all the coins today are honestly just pretty speculative, I guess. Just everyone's kind of regurgitating what's been happening recently. There's nothing really breaking, obviously, too big because it's Sunday. Russian banks face demand on cryptocurrencies is in the news. We also saw, I think I saw something on Brazil that I retweeted this morning as well that was like Brazil's central bank feeling like they need to issue a central bank paired to crypto to I don't know exactly what the tweet says. Let's look at it. So Joseph Young said, interesting development in Brazil crypto sector today. It focuses on, this tweet focuses on the government basically asking banks to provide financial services to crypto exchanges, launch formal investigation into banks that unfairly deny these services, and the country's biggest independent brokerage is now going to launch a Bitcoin Ethereum exchange by 2018. And this is obviously just a tweet. I don't know how real this is. This guy has, you know, somewhat of a good following on Twitter. I saw him make this tweet. I retweeted it with a bunch of Brazil flags. Go Brazil. Thank you, Jill Roach, for sending me this. This is what I was looking for yesterday, the transaction type ledger where it just puts the bot literally just puts all these ledger transactions up. I was trying to reference this, so I was thinking we could do the research that basically Galgatron already did. When I was talking to you guys about the 4 billion volume and I wasn't seeing it on the exchanges, I was asking you guys, like, look, can you see the trouble in this? And then Galgatron, I guess, apparently put it together for DM for us already. So thank you again to Galgatron for all the work he does in the space. Where did I retweet that thing? I think I retweeted it. Well, so he breaks it down right here. This is the tweet. We can retweet this right here if you guys want to look at it. Streaming knowledge. That's what I'm gonna say. Streaming knowledge. Boom. Now, that's good times. Great oldies. I'm still excited. It doesn't matter to me if it was or wasn't XRapid testing. I think what really matters is us thinking about, if it's not testing, what does that mean for the price if we don't have XRapid launch at Swell? I know we're all excited about it. Maybe they do launch it. I saw someone a second ago just say, nah, dude, it's going to happen. I saw someone else talking about how irrelevant the little price moves right now really are in the long term. And I think that's one of the best things to focus on too. Like these small prices, like I know it might seem like it's a great idea to wait. You're like, oh man, I'm going to wait and get a better deal when it drops a little bit more. But that's why we always talk about how there's no utility really paired to the price right now. And XRP is such an exciting, innovative digital asset. I wouldn't be surprised if by pure speculation and hype it ran up to its all-time high again before it even saw any utility move into it. I know people talk about the amount of liquidity needed for some of the exchanges to move. It doesn't really matter at this point. You know, like the small changes between 27 cents and 50 cents, even that's a huge change. I get it. That's a huge change. But that small change compared to like where we think it's going to go is not that big. You see what I'm saying? So the danger, I think, thanks Farshad. I missed the little bling noise. Bling! Thank you Farshad for the support. I think the danger is that we all basically want to time the market, and you can't. We always say that. We can't time the market. XRP is still the best digital asset there is. Think about how many projects are working with it. Think about how the big institutions that we know, like the legacy systems that we know are coming online soon, aren't the ones that I think we need to even be speculative about if or when that's going to happen. That's inevitable. I think the real thing is when people who are really into the other crypto spaces like Bitcoin and Ether, when those developers and those crypto maximalists start thinking about XRP in the same equal right they think about their other digital assets as a possibility to build on, that's going to be huge. I think that's going to be really big. And they're still breaking down that wall every day. They're just patiently breaking down that wall with their ability to be open and have humility and have conversations and be knowledgeable and be willing to change. Have you noticed how willing the Ripple Labs is to make sacrifices or changes for the community? You know, the community calling out, we don't like how you guys hold all the coins, so they put them in escrow in response to the narrative that was taking place in that moment. And I think I respect that so much, that they're willing to have a conversation with what the community calls for. I think that really means, I think that means a lot. So highlighting, we always talk about the technology, the inevitable technology refinement of cryptocurrencies and the conversation, the narrative arriving at why XRP is so efficient and beautiful. That is, again, one of the reasons I think we could see it leave this price point without us even seeing xRapid test or xRapid go live. We could also see the whales that are playing with it recognize that maybe they have enough sway to where they could push it back down all the way to 30 if there's not an announcement, because that's just how they play the market. And I don't want to say I know which one's going to happen, because I don't. But I do know either way, I'm still buying. Can we get a hoorah for still buying? It's just regular purchases, I think. That's the deal. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how it goes up. I also saw another thing Galgatron said yesterday, just like this whole episode could just be like, Galgatron. I saw another thing Galgi said yesterday on Twitter in response in this thread, and I was thinking like it was pretty smart. Everyone's got a different price point. Like I've been saying this whole time, everyone's got a different point they're ready to get out at. Every time someone with a big enough holding jumps out at a certain price point, it's pulling away momentum from the inevitable, in my mind, continued upward trajectory of price. So people are battling each other when they're getting out at different prices from the momentum that it could be running up. But you can't stop that. That's what happens in a free market with the chaos theory. That's what happens. What's happening with CryptoKitties? Is CryptoKitties killing Ethereum still with their network load? What are you guys chatting about over here? XRP will be card changing. I believe that. Hoorah. Hoorah. XRP will be wife changing. Whoa. Whoa. XRP move. XRP. Yeah, thumbs up for regular buying. That's the way to do it. Honestly, Regular buying is the best way to do it. You know, you can actually breed digital cats. I know. I've seen that. That game is literally killing Ethereum. That game's killing Ethereum. I saw someone in the Ethereum developer group the other day say, please stop launching dApps on Ethereum. That's what they said. They said, please stop, guys. They said, please stop launching dApps. They're like, please stop launching dApps. You know why they're saying that? Is because Ethereum's literally getting slammed. Let's put it up with where's their transactions? All right, so you guys know this is one of the best charts that we look at. One of the places we look at a lot of data, bit info charts. We got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP up here on the chart for average transactions. Bitcoin's blue, Ethereum's red, XRP's orange. So Ethereum's still holding more average transactions than XRP, and Bitcoin average transactions are way down. So these are kind of like indicators as to where we can see, you know, Ethereum's average transactions nearly just kind of like right above XRP. We know that a lot of those dApps are just slamming their network with these transaction fees. And we go look at the average transaction fee. We look at this one a lot too. Inside the last maybe month, it hasn't been as bad. But if you look at it comparatively, like the average transaction fee, Bitcoin's so high. Obviously, it has way less network activity. You know, Ethereum average transaction fees are right in here at like 0.2, you know, Ether, or is that 0.2 $1? I don't know. Either way, that's a lot comparatively to XRP. Comparatively to XRP, because think about where you see XRP on this map. It's at the base. Like, there's not even a price on it for average transaction fees. What does that mean? It means that things like Swell's launch discussion about these platforms will bring in bigger enterprise launches, I think, with XRP and with Codius. We also have Coil. All these things piling up. It's a refinement of the cryptocurrency space. Everyone knows it. What do you have to say when you're a developer and you're about to launch something on these networks and you're looking at your team and you're trying to express like how much it's going to cost just to do some edits? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Will we actually see the announcement of xRapid go live? I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for Galgatron to be wrong. I'd love for my speculation that Galgatron's right. I'd love to be wrong. And maybe they are testing xRapid with, you know, private corridors. I have no idea, really. It's easy to see that everyone wants to know right now, and there's a lot of people talking, I think, and the more you the more you talk in a confident way, I think people are willing to listen. But I'm not fooled. I'm not suckered into it. You know, no one knows. It's not guaranteed. So what's happening out there? What are we really going to see happen next week with all these events? What do you guys think? Tell me more. All right, I'm jumping back to the comments. Looking at bit info, looking at the average transaction fees of Ethereum, knowing CryptoKitties is like filling their network, and they're telling people not to build more dApps. How long till we see more people launching on XRP? More people launching on Codius? More people using Coil when they see articles. Maybe Forbes will regurgitate that news next. Think about that. Forbes regurgitates that news. YouTubers can now earn XRP. We can just send everyone through Coil and get their streaming payments. Boom. Boom. Adoption, takeoff. It's all right there. It's all right there in front of you if you look at it like the long-term stepping stones of game theory. Thinking about Lee, you're right. Lee's referencing my video that I did on One World Currency. I did that video on One World Currency that we've been speculating since we found out that the Economist cover in 1988 called out for a One World Currency this year. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to see. Pretty easy to see. Pretty easy to see. Ben's asking me, what is your preferred way of getting fiat to Binance? Fiat to Binance. That's a really great question. I think it depends on where you are. There's a lot of way better options than using Coinbase or using Uphold. I think that those are the two that I use the most, but I think there's a lot better options for other people around the world. If I use Uphold, I don't even usually send it to Binance. If I'm using Coinbase, I'm usually sending it to Binance. But sometimes I just, use whatever random exchanges or Changely. Like if I already have some coins somewhere, I just use some Changely and send it to Binance from a wallet. No big deal. It really depends on where you are. It really depends on where you are. Chronic, is got a great idea that he phrased as a joke. He said one world currency, LMFAO. And when I did that video, I talked about how the idea of a one world currency right now isn't really how you think of a one world currency. It's really the idea that XRP becomes a protocol standard. And what that means is that it's an efficient enough pairing of XRP to ILP that it becomes a transaction standard around the world. And that's why the protocol rail, the XRP ILP payment rail built into the xRapid RippleNet solution is part of the extension of the BSA, the Banking Service Act, that would send out this infrastructure to underdeveloped communities, right? So in reality, it wouldn't be like a one world currency, like you'd actually be issuing a one world currency. It'd really be just become a one world protocol of standard where people would be able to access banking technology for the first time, even with, I believe, standard KYC and AML. It'd be easier for unbanked to get access because it wouldn't cost as much to have the infrastructure built out in these unprotected corridors, right? Because that's the real potential of this service. I actually got some insider information the other day that I can't share with you yet, but I'm figuring out how to phrase it and share it with you in one of my next edits to protect everyone involved. But we have a lot of really good reasons to understand that the banking industry is going to highlight and choose XRP, as well as people, individuals and developers and coders around the world will be able to understand and use the neutrality, interoperability to build on the ledger as well. That's what I keep highlighting. That's what I've been saying this whole time for the last 6 months. I originally thought it was just for the FIs and banks, and that was really what I was concerned about. Originally thinking like, well, it could be a great investment vehicle, but do we really want to aid the banks? But looking at XRPs like water, it's like this interoperable, neutral, beautiful digital asset. It works for everyone. The banks can use it. Legacy systems can use it because that's really like the idea of extending a hand to anyone, right? We're not trying to exclude anybody. They're extending a hand to anyone that wants to be able to take this step into the future. XRP is like the water that we can give out to anyone willing to participate. Because what it does is it brings legacy systems online, and it also allows us, the people, to build and be part of the same system as a base layer, as a protocol base layer of a transaction for value. This is big stuff. It's really big stuff. And I think, honestly, the reason I've started making videos is because I feel like not pointing fingers and I'm not calling anyone out, but I'm feeling like a lot of people don't understand this technology and they want to, and that's cool. And that's why it takes all of us. Go team, hoorah. It takes all of us. We all got to think about this, share, break it down, explain over and over again what the potential is and where we're going. That's what I get excited about. That's what gets me excited about XRP in general, is I think of it as new water, new oil, new water, something along those lines. Wow, that was a good rant. I got going. Bit info charts does me that way. What's up with the comments? What do you guys think? Ahmed, what's going on? Number one. Thank you, Crypto Cougar. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, Crypto Dave, you're right. I think that's something, honestly, that we're headed towards. And I think I'm not sure if I can. Thank you, Farshad. Thank you.
I did send a message this morning to CEO of YouTube, Mrs. Susan, letting her know how XRP family feels about her decision to remove Jungle Inc. YouTube show. I haven't gotten any response back.
Thank you so much for the donation, Farshad. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for your continual support for the entire XRP community. That shows a lot. I think that you're taking the time to write out an email to the CEO of YouTube, and I think if anything, we can all do that. I think we could all take the time to either retweet one of the tweets talking about it, or take the time personally to get out there and share this information, that we don't appreciate the censorship of one of the channels, one of the XRP channels. So, I'm not saying necessarily that we know why, and that's the scariest part. I'm not saying necessarily that we even know why that happened. And I think that's the most terrifying part. If they could even give us a line of communication about what happened there, that'd probably be better than whatever whatever non-response they're giving us. It's pretty rough. So thank you again, Farshad, for the support. And yes, if anyone has time to go and support Jungle's plea and struggle, I know that he said he stopped the repeal process, but I think we could all do something to send messages to the CEO or someone. Lee asks, Kung Fu Nerd, are you aware of the microchip patents held for XRP and BTC? I have not seen those microchip patents, but I'm not surprised in any way. I guarantee you that that's going to happen. Obviously, people are already putting chips in their hands right now without the risk of, losing their assets. They're already doing it willingly. So I think if you paired that with people who are thinking like, I have a lot of money in this little digital wallet, where can I keep it safely? I think people will sign up. Real quick. They'll be like, yeah, man, throw one in my hands. And then you know what's going to happen? Then Kung Fu is going to be real popular again. Guess what? I'm teaching classes. That's right. Wang Chun and all the Kung Fu, they're like, you can't take it from me. Overly possible, very highly possible, very likely that this will happen, this future chip implant. And does that scare you? Does that bother you? Are you worried about getting a chip? I think the only thing that would bother me is who has access, who controls the chip, right? I think one of the biggest potential companies thinking about this right now, maybe I'll start it, maybe you'll start it and just put me as a consultant since it's my idea, or we can start it together. But since this is the biggest thing about blockchain and about the initial white paper that then kind of developed into all these different blockchains, the idea is that there's a revolution in consensus. There's a revolution in governance. There's a revolution in the way we can participate in centralized authority, because that's the big problem we're always talking about on this channel. We're always highlighting the inadequacies and the inefficiency of having a centralized control. So the only problems with a chip in my mind is who controls the chip. So what would a great company be? A decentralized company. A decentralized company. Decentralized authority in charge of the chip. Basically, you're each in charge of your own chip. So nobody's in charge of your chip. You're in charge of it. That's how the blockchain decentralized governance would work, right? That would be potentially the best. So we as a whole, as a possibility, as a whole, as a community, as a world, we need to move away from relying on these centralized authorities to let us, to run the systems. This is the model. These are the models that we've been given. The fact that we could have a decentralized governance means we can have a decentralized government. Decentralized governance means that we can have the ability for you to have control over that, control over the information, control over your data, control over your government spending. And again, I just keep saying control, but really that's what it is. It's bringing control back to the people. That's one of the biggest developments. And I think that's one of the things that the anarcho movement was highlighting, especially. I think the anarcho movement was super excited about, oh, we're rebels. We're taking this thing down. We're bringing down this system. And maybe instead of filling your agenda with this like revenge focus of obviously you've been hurt and you want to spread that pain to someone else, the idea really is, maybe this is just a step. This is just a dark moment in the way that we govern people, or the way people are governed, and we can move forward from here with an understanding of a more adequate way for a group of people to make a decision or to run things, which would be these decentralized systems, decentralized governments, decentralized corporations, decentralized companies, etc. What would that mean? Could we have a chip company that we would trust the code from the community to keep all of our data safe for the individual? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
Censorship is the suppression of his speech. Jungle XRP family are 100% behind you in love. I suggest everyone send a clear message to YouTube that we are united and support Jungle.
Thank you, Farshad, so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Farshad's right. Censorship and suppression of speech is not appropriate, and we all need to make that very clear. And I think that Farshad's 100% correct that we should definitely take the time to do this.
Cheers.
Woo! John Pierce, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you so much for the support. Cheers. Cheers, XRP fam. Cheers, John Pierce. What's up, my buddy? Farshad's right, too. That was one of the scariest things. Whenever I was away, I was literally fishing, and I saw Jungle put this up. And I know Jungle and I, like in the past, aren't necessarily besties, but I can relate. I had empathy. I was like, this is crazy. Who are they going to go after next? I retweeted it and said, guys, we got to pull together on this one and figure out what's happening. I feel like I want to pick up and carry that fight, but Jungle, I think, also said he's done fighting. I think a lot of people said, no, we should do this. He said he might start a new channel, but I think in reality, we want to know what happened. We want to know why this was taken down, or what happened as far as like the censorship of his data. So thank you, Farshad. I agree 100%. Let's put up a link. I'll put up a link later with her email for you guys all to have a retweet on Twitter if you guys want. We'll put up a link to her email, and we'll get that going to get more people emailing her about what happened. We at least want a narrative to know why. Thank you, Farshad, again for the support and for the idea. You're right. We do not want to get censored by YouTube. John Pierce, thank you again. Thank you again. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Pew, 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 pew. XRP fam, you guys are so generous, and I appreciate you guys so much. John Pierce, you're so generous. Farshad, I appreciate it. XRP to the moon. XRP moon! XRP! So Crypto Cougar says, no chip, I'll leave on SpaceX to Mars. Crypto Dave says, they can chop off my hand. I hope the chip won't work unless it's on a live person. That sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good idea. Make it so it has to be alive. Kickboy asked, did Jungle ever say I'm not a financial advisor? I don't know if he did or not. I'm pretty sure that everyone does. I'm pretty sure most people do. Adam is asking a question about the escrow. And I love when people want to have a question about the escrow or about the process or about XRP tech. Mostly because I know there's a lot of really knowledgeable people in the room, and I know there's a lot of people that also want to learn. So let's break this down. XRP Ripple is amazing, he says, but the supply is 39 billion. I've heard that they're going to release 1 billion XRP every month. Won't that affect the price? That's a great question, Adam. I think so far, every time they release XRP, the 1 billion XRP every month is what they use for incentives and giveaways and other initiatives that they basically use for adoption. And then whatever they don't use that month, they put back into escrow. And so I'm not 100% sure on the stipulations of their incentive programs and if they allow people to sell them or not. I don't think that they would necessarily. I know that they themselves could sell them if they want. I think that's in part of the clauses of the availability for what they can do, obviously, with their own tokens. But I wouldn't be worried about that necessarily, because that's part of kind of the inflationary quality, or the anti-hyper deflationary quality in reality of XRP. Because the reason that Bitcoin's so dangerous, and aside from the failure on the technological side of Bitcoin to not have the ability to keep up with the transactions and to have not the ability for them to
Just find out any YouTube videos that start with the word jungle in it has been removed. How stupid.
Wow, really? Farshad saying he just found out that any video that starts with the word jungle in it has been removed. That sounds really crazy. Farshad, thank you so much for the donation, and thank you for informing us about this obviously developing situation with our fellow XRP YouTuber, who right away when I found out about this, it was terrifying. I mean, think about just like no response, no news, then your channel's gone. That's crazy. It could go to the exchange. Roger K responding to my escrow rant saying it's not for retail investors. It could go to an exchange for liquidity, but not dumped into the market. So it could go to an exchange for liquidity, but not dumped into the market. XR president said, in his opinion, this is the beginning of censorship that we're starting to see in the States, kind of like China. And he's saying, give it a couple years, and we'll have it. It'll be way worse. Mr. Bit says that there's a lot more to the jungle story than we know. Jungle probably wasn't paying YouTube their money. YouTube takes their money right away. YouTube takes their money out first. Free jungle! Free jungle! Privacy is an illusion. This is the beginning of a lockdown and censorship. Just since you
put out a comment stating that anyone who continues to support jungle can face the same.
Woo! That sounds scary. High Desert Garden said YouTube put out a comment stating that anyone who continues to support jungle could face the same. Are you sure? That sounds pretty like strong arm, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound pretty strong arm of them to like say no one can talk about it? What's going on? Wait, where are we? What is happening? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? If you have, someone just asked, do you think 3,000 XRP is enough? I know that if you have 3,000 XRP, every time it goes up or down by a penny, you would gain or lose $30. What do you think of that? That's kind of cool. So you tell me, is 3,000 enough? It's a business. Whoops. It's a business. They can make any rules they want. Don't like it, make a competing YouTube channel. That's unfortunately YouTube does have that control. It's their program. It's their business. That's definitely one of the challenges, I guess, of being on their platform. I was reading some of the. I think that they cited him with like a community guideline failure, or basically something about failing to uphold community guidelines. I went and looked at them, and my girlfriend and I, Andrea and I, were looking at them and thinking about, wow, they cover themselves pretty well, because they cover themselves pretty well with the wording in there, because they can pretty much get away with whatever they want. They can get away with whatever they want. So, yeah, he wasn't that controversial. I don't know what the deal was. Someone said 2,800 is the goal for me. 2,800 sounds pretty good too. That means you make $28 every time it goes up or down by a penny. I don't think there's an alternative to YouTube, really. Not that I know of. Oh, yeah. 10K, 10,000 XRP. If you hold 10,000 XRP, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But if you hold 10,000 XRP, you gain or lose $100 every time it goes up or down by a penny. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that's cool. Coil YouTube Killer should be the name of it. They would have to make, in order for Coil to be a YouTube killer, they'd have to make a separate platform, almost like separate from Coil. They'd have to make a separate platform that would actually be the hosting platform for video. Or they'd have to integrate with Vimeo or something for that to work. I don't know. I don't know about that. YouTube's going pretty ham these days. YouTube's going ham these days, talking about, well, we're running the game. We're taking over. They have their own shopping now. They have everything. They've got everything. They've got everything. Yeah, maybe that's where Tron comes in. I saw someone the other day tweeting at Tron saying, like, when are you guys getting your decentralized internet running? I was excited about that happening, I thought, sooner than later. But it does not necessarily mean it's going to launch anytime soon. I don't know for sure. I don't really know. Thank you so much, True Sky, for sending me some XRP. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Good morning, XRP Warrior. How are you today? D Tiller, who are you talking about? CCW. Did you guys see that the manager, Justin Bieber's manager, we talked about it yesterday in the stream. Justin Bieber's manager is talking about XRP, tweeting about it. Steemit is another option, but Steemit's kind of weird. I was just watching I was reading an article on Medium about Steemit and how people are literally paying to get to the top, and it doesn't. The platform's kind of lopsided, if you understand what I'm saying. But I think they can improve it. I think it could be refined. Steemit seems nice. I have 2,000 XRP. How much does it go up or down? If you have 2,000, I believe every penny, it goes up or down $20. If you have 2,000, it goes up or down $20 every time it goes up or down a penny. So then think about that. Where is it going to go? How many pennies and how many do you want? Good question. EOS, what does the community think of EOS? Theta Network. Guys, what do y'all think about EOS? Alexander Ostrich wants to know. What do you guys think about EOS? EOS just had a hack. Did you guys see that? I don't think we covered it here on this channel, but it was, I think last week maybe, EOS had a over 600K hack. Or was it 60K? Yeah. Yeah, it was just last week, maybe 2 weeks ago now. The EOS-powered dice game paid out $600,000 to one user in just 36 hours. That was the last thing I heard about EOS. I'm not saying that it was a huge hack. Woo! Thanks, Philip.
Evening all. KFN, if you have a spare moment, check out the blockchain bank project Fab. They are to launch the banking app this year. Cheers.
Hey, Philip, thank you. Cheers. That means a lot. I appreciate the support, and definitely let's check this out. We'll look at that banking project BAP with an app this year. Let's check that out as well. So EOS, people are responding to your comment about EOS. Some people seem to not like it. Some people, I know some people do like it. They might not be talking up right now. They might not be speaking up right now, but thinking about this hack that happened, $600,000 to one user in just 2 days, taking advantage of one of the dApps on the platform. I think they got the money out. It was taking advantage of a smart contract, paying out jackpots too often, far too often. The EOS platforms are struggling to maintain integrity. Content creation ecosystem Tribe recently confirmed it accessed user accounts unauthorized. It claims needing to retrieve tokens mistakenly distributed by a botched airdrop. It seems that they're having some troubles. So EOS might not be looking the best right now. I've said this before in the past, and I think I'll probably just keep saying it because I mean it. If it has, well, where's EOS? $5 billion. They have $5 billion, no debt, and they possibly could hire some more people. They have a really good team, and if they have a plan or a project, and if they have one person in the space that's brought something to market before, I think potentially they could do something really well. Then also to throw in with that statement, we always say any of these projects all these projects are walking across this big river to adoption, each individually on their own, putting stepping stones across this river. Any big misplacement could be a complete fall through. Any big misplacement of their next step, they could fall right in the river and go downstream so fast. One of the projects the more resilient projects really does seem like XRP, obviously. I recognize Javi's calling out the tech talk with Michael Arrington and Brad calling EOS a scam. That wasn't Brad. That was just Michael Arrington. Brad laughed. EOS, again, being called a scam by a lot of people. I don't know if it's a full outright scam or possibly just like a wild project that maybe lacks refinement and direction. It doesn't necessarily mean it won't succeed somewhat in the long term. I don't know what the long-term project will do. I don't know what their possibilities are long term. If they keep getting hacked for $600,000 over and over again, it might only be a matter of time before they lose at least one or two of those billions of dollars. But nevertheless, and hopefully that answers your question. You said there was a BAB app. Someone said, let's look at the BAB app. BAB app. BAB app. The BAB app. Labadab. Labadaba. When was this article? On Reddit 2 days ago, BAB has been invited to apply for a banking license in Lithuania. I don't know if that's what we're looking for. True Sky says he thinks EOS has internal issues that they will not discuss publicly and that they will eventually die because of this internal conflict. That sounds really possible. Crypto Dave says Swift takes 3 to 5 days to transfer money. XRP will take 10% of Swift in 6 months to the moon. Well, let's do it. Yeah. If you have 150,000 XRP, 150,000 XRP, I think you make $1,500 every time XRP goes up or down by 1 penny. That's pretty cool, right? Yes, it was on your Google search. Oh, yeah? Was it on my Google search? Everyone is a bank? The Babap. La Babap. La Babap. Hey, thanks for the hookup on the knowledge. Everyone, let's be very appreciative of Philippe the Babap opening your Babap account. Where crypto does it use, though? Do you know? Does it use crypto? What is this? What crypto is this? Get Bab. Anybody even dropping any memes? Anybody dropping any memes in the subreddit? Yo, yo, what's up? What's up? Hey, how's it going? How's it going, everyone? Cheers, fam. Anyone that just joined? What is up? What is up? Seriously, Crypto Dave says, seriously, I spent the last 60 days studying crypto, and XRP is the only thing that makes any sense. It was tough to sell my crypto kitties, though. I love kitties. Yo, Crypto Dave, my man, don't worry. I think that we'll have some other things like that coming out soon. We'll get it all set up. Kenny Williams says, I think something big's coming from Swell. Well, I think something big's coming as well. Not really sure what it is. It could be a big burrito. Could be a big bubble of gas. It could be a big announcement about xRapid. Bab. What is Bab? I just pulled away from it. Is that its own token? I probably will have to do research about it before we look at it live on stream, if it's its own token. NSA white paper says John Pierce describing cryptocurrency in 1995, Schwartz copyright ledger tech in 1988, and creator of BC's Mysterious Man. Schwartz used to work blah 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 blah. Joe J-O-N Pierce. Thank you for dropping in and sharing. You're right. There's a lot of interesting threads there. We've highlighted that information in the David Schwartz's The Real Satoshi, and also in the One World Currency. Thinking about the initial copyright of David Schwartz's in 1988, thinking about the Economist article in 1988, the One World Currency, thinking about this narrative of you never see someone develop and launch a solution unless there's a problem. I've said this before, and I mean it. BTC is a global international monetary problem. Bitcoin was the first global international monetary problem. And what that means is it was an example, a demonstration of technology that would later be an example and problem that we later would have a solution for. What's the solution? I believe the solution is XRP and the ILP. The solution is, again, not available until you have a problem. So we never had a problem. We never had a global monetary threat. We never had a global monetary issue. We never had someone able to transact on the other side of the world efficiently without a centralized authority. We never had someone be able to buy out of their government state fiat, their nation state fiat, without buying into another nation state fiat. So this is a big thing, and thinking about, well, the first potential of them launching it is a great idea, right? But this is also the reason XRP is so great, right? If you look at it like a long idea, and we talk about this a lot. Oh, it's totally cool. It's totally cool. It doesn't matter. We're good, and we can cover it again. The idea is, especially looking at like Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio, it's a continual refinement of these things. And there's been a big gap between the last monetary refinement to now, which was Bitcoin. It was a huge opposing wavelength, on the progression of the Fibonacci folded back on the golden ratio. The next refinement, I believe, is XRP. And thinking about how long can XRP last as the standard, I don't know. That's hard to say. With refinements of technology and the compounding developments of technology, every moment What is that law? The Moore's law. That's big. That's crazy. It means that there's definitely a possibility that the people who built Bitcoin also built XRP. The people who built XRP initially built Bitcoin under a project, an alias name, to demonstrate obviously problems that it would have, but also problems that we have as a global community moving forward. And you can't offer a solution until you have a problem. So XRP is a solution to a problem we didn't know we had. Welcome to Kung Fu Nerd live stream. It's been over about an hour. I don't know if you guys have been dropping any memes this week, so we might not do meme review at the end. Normally we do that on Saturday anyway, so that would feel a little bit off. Tell me, before we call it for the day, what are we thinking about? What's on the horizon? Is there any big news before Swell? Is there anything happening on the tickers since we started in the hour? Does anybody have any pending questions or exciting ideas about anything that they can share? Tell me more. We should do some meme review. I think a couple of you guys, like Fubar, has been definitely dropping some new memes. Let's do a meme review. You know what? I feel like I want to make meme review as much as I love meme review live. I think we're going to have to make meme review only for edits. And then after we do a meme review edit, the people that are featured in the meme review, they'll get XRP. How does that sound? Live meme reviews are hard because I don't know what's coming. I can't frame them right. I can't add the effects just right. It's crazy. You have been dropping memes though, you said. We have 2 people calling out for meme review. Meme review call out. It's rough to say if it's worth doing a live meme review. When is XRP live? XRP's already live. That's the best question ever, though. I love it. You, my friend, are so funny. We got a so funny guy in here. Oh, yeah. XRP's already live. It's already live. It's live and on fire. That's right. Review. Dang, Crypto Dave, I like your plate, dude. That sounds awesome. Crypto Dave says, what's better than a Lambo? You know what's better than a Lambo, bro? I tweeted that this morning. The next thing. Probably what's better than a Lambo is that next Roadster. The next Tesla Roadster that goes like 0 to 60 in 1.4 or something. It's insane. That looks pretty cool. Also, this is a little bit cooler than a Lambo. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think it is. I put this up today. Someone put this up. I retweeted it saying, what did I retweet saying? Oh yeah. What did you do with your first ZERP cash out? Me. And then this guy driving this flying thing. He's racing a Lambo. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Flying sounds pretty cool to me. What do you guys think? Yeah. I think people are confused. I think a lot of people are saying XRP is not live, but what they mean is xRapid isn't live. xRapid isn't live. xRapid is a program that RippleNet uses the XRP token. XRP is live because it's out and available. Jack Levy, you're funny. You're funny. Yeah, xRapid is not live. XRP is live. Yeah, it's cool. I still love you. Crypto Dave says I won't buy an electric car. And you know what? I used to think the same thing. I used to think like, I'm not going to get an electric car. I've watched Demolition Man. I want an engine that explodes. I want an engine that goes boom, boom over and over again in a closed chamber so I can enjoy this power. I agreed with that idea until like a week ago, until I watched Elon Musk talk about the timing and precision of electric motors and how down to like a millisecond or a nanosecond they can like start and stop the engine or change their RPMs precisely to fix certain things like the tires rotation if they're sliding, etc., etc. And those micro movements of the engine kind of got me thinking like, wow, actually that's kind of crazy. He also said like you can go 0 to 60 in 1 point something seconds or however fast you want to go. And I was like, whoa, maybe I don't understand electric engines. And maybe I should think about this again, because I used to think the same way. I thought like, hybrids are cool, electric cars are cool, but not as cool as obviously like a really nice muscle car. And I still think that. Obviously, there's a classic incentive there. In fact, one of the boys in this stream, thanks for the super chat today, John Pierce, he works on cars. I love his work. Even like he does a great job making these classic cars look really cool. And I follow him on Instagram. It's really, obviously, I think there's a big market for that, so I respect either way. I'm just saying, bro, I learned a lot learning about electric engines the other day. Crypto Dave says he doesn't care. Crypto Dave says I don't care. That's cool though. I respect everyone's opinion about that. So this looks pretty cool. Flying jetpack or a Lambo, whatever your thing is. Whatever your thing is. Crypto Dave's funny. All right. You don't want to die going faster than XRP? You all right, bro. You all right. You making me laugh. So if anybody wants to win Far Cry 5, don't forget to go compete, retweet this, and then go comment on this randomly, and you'll be entered in to win the next giveaway. Henrik couldn't play it or it didn't work, so he re-gave it to us. That's possibly all we're gonna do. I know we were gonna think about doing a meme review, but I think we might do those in edits more often now. And we need you guys to obviously keep dropping memes. There's some people that dropped some real links and some knowledge in there to articles. Thank you so much for keeping me informed. I appreciate it. And that's all we're gonna do. Don't forget to go watch my Crypto Addict video. I just put this up. The Crypto Addict video, where is it? This just went up, the PSA. So go check it out. Go give it a watch. If we can get this bad boy, shared so everyone knows how serious this is.
I don't really know how I got started.
Anyway, that's up on the channel. That's all we're going to do for the stream. Thank you so much to our Super Chat contributors. Thank you so much, Farshad. Thank you so much, John Pierce. Thank you so much, everyone who showed up. I really appreciate it. And as always, drink some water. Be safe. I actually have the rap video coming up. It's not the video. It's just the song with like a blank screen. That should be up, I think, today. I know I keep saying that, but it should be up today. So you can sing along to that in your car. Then we'll put up the real video, I think, sometime this week. And we'll do some more edits like that Crypto Addict. We'll do some more edits. I'm going to go downtown, I think, and talk to people about XRP. So that's what we're doing. It means a lot. Cheers. I appreciate you all. I'll see you all soon. Have a great day. Be safe. Farewell. I know. I don't want to go either. I don't want to leave. I don't want to do it, but I gotta. Bye.